YouTube? This is MT Shark 7 here, and this is another collection video. And this one was requested by, as you all know, I'm on YouTube, Longshot, and he wanted me to show in detail my Sega Genesis collection. As you know, when I did my game room tour, I asked you guys if you wanted to see anything specific, let me know. Now, I was going to do this like a pan video, like going through each individual game slowly, but I decided to take them off the shelf and have them all stacked. I have 120 Sega Genesis games of this recording, which is September 30th, 2016, and I have 2 Mega Drive games, so I have a total of 122 games. So that's a lot, so I'm going to try and make this short and sweet, like stuff that I really have nothing to talk about. I'll just breeze on by, and anything I do, I'll just, talk about. Now, these are going to be semi in buying order. I kind of have the stack up, and like the first game's actually on the bottom. I should have put them upside down, but whatever, it's no big deal. First, I'll start off with my loose carts. Well, more loose carts that fit in here. We have Zoop, which this was actually my very first game. Not this copy exactly. The one my friend gave me had a broken label, so I ended up buying this recently as a label upgrade. My friend gave me this like out of the whim, like, for no reason. He's like, "Oh yeah, you like that game?" He's like, "You can have it. I hate that game." And next up, we got T2, the arcade game. This is actually a very decent port of the arcade game, and it's highly fun. Me and my one friend Brian used to play the hell out of it back in the day. Next up is Red Zone, which I think this might be going up there in price. Not entirely sure why, but I would like to play. Every time I try it, I have like no idea what the hell I'm doing. Next up, we have King of Monsters, which was a SNK game. That's under the Takara license for Genesis, and I think even for Super Nintendos and other console ports. Next, we got Cyber Justice with the Blockbuster video. And we have Jeopardy. I have no idea where I got this game from. It just appeared in my collection overnight. I was like, what the hell? Where did this game come from? Next up, we got... I should get rid of this copy. This is it's not too bad. Sort of beat up copy of Eternal Champions, which I hear is a shitty game. And Sports Talk Baseball. You can't tell from that picture. Like, what the hell is that? Next up, we have Battletoads. This is actually a really decent port of the Nintendo version. And lastly, we have Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. This game my cousins had, and we used to play the hell out of this game. It was so much fun. I never actually beat it. I tried beating it one day, and I got pretty far, but I never beat it. So then we get into boxer complete in box games. We got Viewpoint for the Sega Genesis. This game is an awesome like shooter, kind of like Zaxxon, like sideways looking. This game is hard as fuck. You end up, I think it's level 5. You have a boss rush, and it is brutal. Just because I think the boss before it, he's like a Mayan head. He's like the worst enemy in any video game. And I know my buddy Austin, he'll back me up on that too, because he hates that boss just as much as I do. But the Genesis one is supposed to be easier, but I had trouble with it even using save states on the Retron 5. I ended up getting through it, but without save states, yeah, that wasn't not happening. Then we got Aliens 3 for the Genesis. This game is pretty cool. I think it's basically the same as the Game Gear version. And I beat the Game Gear version, but I never beat this one. So that makes no sense. Then we have a good shmup, Biohazard Battle. This is, I guess, highly underrated. A lot of people have been like noticing this game recently, so maybe it's not underrated anymore, but still a fun time. This is an excellent shooter. This actually might be, besides Gradius, like anything for Nintendo, like the first 16-bit shmup I ever played, and I like loved it. Me and my cousins, we used to always rent that all the time, and my aunt would be like, "Why the hell you keep renting that all the time?" I'm like, "It's fun." Next up, we have Samurai Showdown. I was super stoked to pick this up one way back in the day, because I was obsessed with this in the arcade. And the main reason I liked it, I liked the whole zooming factor. How, like, if you're away, they zoom out. When you're closer, they zoom in. I forget the technical term of it, but unfortunately, this does not have that feature. But still an overall fun game to play. Next up, we got Skitchin'. This game is kind of goofy. It's sort of like, it's just Road Rash on rollerblades. I never actually beat it. I mean, I beat it. I think I beat it with using warps. There's certain areas in the game where you can warp to additional, like, further levels. But I never actually beat it all the way through. It gets kind of frustrating too. Next up, we got Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is actually a really fun game. I enjoy it. I mean, the controls are a little clunky. The graphics are pretty good. I think Angry Video Game never did a review on it, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought this was a pretty solid title. I actually just recently beat it, like earlier this year or last year. I can't remember. Next, we got Balls, for the Sega Genesis. This game is super goofy. It's a very fun, like, 3D fighter. It's just like a bunch of ball sprites. And this is really enjoyable. I really like this game. I even have the 3DO one, and that's even goofier. Next up, we have Zero Tolerance. Now, this game I was super obsessed with because I always loved Doom growing up, and I didn't have a PC around the time I was obsessed with Doom. And I wanted something to play a first-person shooter, but I ended up getting a Genesis instead of a Super Nintendo, which if I had a Super Nintendo, I could have played Wolfenstein 3D or Doom on it. But since I got a Genesis, there weren't any first-person shooters, and then this came out. And I was super stoked. I played, like, the hell out of this game. I beat this game, I don't know how many times. Like, I'd probably be a billionaire if every dollar I beat this game, but it kind of sucks, like, the viewing is really small, because it has, like, big, huge status thing covering it. But it's still a solid title. I mean, there is a lot of slowdown, but either way, it's still fun to play. Next up, we have Subterranea from the creators that made Red Zone. I think they only made these two, Subterranea and Red Zone. And this is kind of like a shmuppish, not really shmup, but you're like a spacecraft and you have to rescue, like, Marines. It's a pretty fun game. A lot of people don't like this game because they don't know what the hell to do, but once you get used to, like, the whole tank controls and because it has, like, a lot of physics involved with, like, how, like, the ship moves with, like, gravity pretty much. But once you get used to it, it's like, not that bad. Next up, we have Castlevania Bloodlines. And this game is amazing. I love the hell out of this game. This game, actually, this case and manual is actually my cousin's. I bought this way back when VGE was a thing. If anyone knows what video game store that was way back when. And they just gave me the game and the manual in, like, just a generic plastic case. Because it was used and that's all they had and that's all I could afford at the time. I couldn't buy it new. So my cousin still had the case, and I think I brought, like, a bunch of games over to play when I was sleeping over, and I accidentally bought my version of Castlevania. I was like, hey, would you mind swapping out the cases since, it kind of looks annoying, that being the only, like, official case. So, like, yeah, sure, we don't care about cases. What the hell do we care? So I still have their case to this day, and yeah, it's kind of, like, beat up, but oh well. It's complete, that's all that matters, I guess. And my very first Sega Genesis game, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master. Wasn't sure if that said Revenge or not. And this one's still complete. And yeah, it's still in fabulous condition. This is an awesome game. The soundtrack is amazing in this game. Then I'll go through some more loose games. We got Sonic and Knuckles, which is actually my only game and manual that I have. We got Road Rash, Combat Cars, Fatal Rewind, which is a very good game. This is like another one that I guess people don't really like because they don't know what the hell to do. It's really tricky. It's like kind of like a maze-ish, I don't know, type of game. But it's still a fun shooter, like sort of like shooter, like platformer type of game. It's really hard to explain, but it's really fun once you get used to it. And then we got Super Baseball 2020, which this game is awesome. My friend was obsessed with this back in the day, and it's weird. It was his copy. I bought all of his Genesis games from him, and he had this complete in box, but I don't know what the hell he did with the box or manual. Next up, we got Pitfall, the Mayan adventure for the Genesis. I love this game. This game was so much fun because I enjoyed playing the original, and this is like a very solid title for like, I guess kind of like an upgraded version in the franchise. Next up, we have Vector Man. Of course, I beat it, and I did not win, unfortunately, but I played the hell out of this game. And oh my god, oh yeah, there's my sticker I used to keep. I used to say property of Mark. I used to put that on all my games. But yeah, can't get that off, unfortunately. So yeah, definitely a solid platforming game. I think that was the one to compete with Donkey Kong Country, if I remember correctly. Next we got F-22 Interceptor, Advanced Tactical Fighter. This game is actually this game is actually fun. I know a lot of people don't really like it because there are a lot of like flight simulator games that actually do suck for the system, and I'll get to that when I come across it. But this one is pretty solid, and it's very enjoyable. Alright, next we got Echo the Dolphin. I mean, there's not much to say, just Echo. I'm trying to go a little bit quicker because we're already at 12 minutes and I barely went through any of the games. Next up we got Street Smart. And this is actually a crappy fighter from when I remember playing it. It's like very bland. So I wouldn't recommend this game. I hear it's really like short to beat. So I don't know, maybe I might just beat it just to beat it. But other than that, I don't know, I'd skip it. Next up, we got Flashback, The Quest for Identity. And I never really got into this game. I had no idea what the fuck to do in this game. But it looks pretty cool. I guess, I don't know. I think I have it for the CDI as well. Next, we got Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And this game I remember AVGN did a review on, and he was talking about the tank. I think the tank controls on the fucking driving simulations, or yeah, the motorcycle ones, and yeah, it just sucks. Yeah, I would not pick that up. Get the arcade game. Next, we got The Lion King for the Sega Genesis. This game is pretty hard. I don't think I have really gotten far in this. It seemed like all of the Disney Genesis titles were always difficult. Even Aladdin, that game's fucking hard as shit. Next we got Mystic Defender. This game is fun, but I can never actually been able to beat it. I gotten maybe halfway through the game, but it's pretty challenging. Then we got Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. This game is freaking awesome. Definitely recommend it in the library if you enjoy Street Fighter or just fighting games in general. Next we got Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. This game is pretty fun. Like, I don't know, like some of the bosses are really fucking annoying, but I don't know, I never beat this one. I beat the Game Gear version, but I never actually sat down and played this. Like, I played through like maybe a couple levels and then the game just fucking annoys me, so I just cut it off. I guess I could beat it. I could use play it on the Retron 5 in the save state when it gets fucking annoying. Just walk to clear my head and play it later. I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now this game has gone up in price for some odd fucking reason, but I don't know, just Sonic to me, whatever. Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, not for resale. Is this not for resale? Yep. It's in the manual, I don't know why. But yep, Sonic 2. Next we got Top Gear 2. And this game isn't that good. Top Gear 1 for the Super Nintendo is pretty good, but this one, not so much. Then we got RoboCop versus the Terminator. I don't know. I like how, I just noticed that it's MA13, but it's in the kids department. It's previously played kids game. Yeah, that sounds about right. This game sucks from what I remember. I don't know. I haven't played it in a while. Earthworm Jim. This game is pretty difficult. I couldn't really I think I got to the underwater level and I just kept like drowning. But now I go back and play this game. Embarrassingly enough, I can't beat the first boss anymore. I used to be able to beat him like no problem, and I still have yet to like look up a YouTube video how to beat him, but I used to be able to beat him. I don't know what the fuck happened. But still a solid title. And the best game of the bunch, Shaq Fu. Yeah. This game's actually pretty tough. I actually did sit down not too long ago and played it, and it gets pretty tough, and then I just gave up. I'm like, fuck this game. Then we got Clay Fighter. Yeah. Let's kick some clay. It's an okay game. Nothing to write home about. Now this game, on the other hand, is pretty fucking awesome. Dynamite Headdy. Awesome platformer. Pretty challenging at times. I mean, it looks all cutesy-wootsy, but it does get pretty challenging later on in the later levels. Even the boss stages are kind of a pain in the ass. But it's still a solid title and highly recommended. Mortal Kombat 2. What can I say? It's Mortal Kombat 2. Bram Stoker's Dracula. This game is pretty weird. It always gave me the creeps, like the intro of this game for whatever reason, and the whole like digital like acting kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? But I could never beat this game. But it's still a cool game, I guess. Toy Stories, boxing. Oh wait, never mind. This is well, I guess this isn't technically a case. Just the game in the manual. Toy Story. Beat this for game clubs last November. It's fucking hard as shit if you're not using save states. Of course, like I said, all Disney games are hard as shit on Genesis. Then we got the Ooze. This game's an okay game. Nothing to write home about, really. Primal Rage. Oh my god, I'm enraged. It's just the game. I thought this was complete in box. Apparently not. But it's an okay game. Or okay port, rather. The game's pretty fun, but that port, I think the Super Nintendo one is better. I don't know, I can't remember. And we all know how I feel about this game. If you want to know about that, check out my top 5 worst video games. This game sucks. Don't pick it up. Then we got Fighting Masters, which this game is awesome. I know this game probably gets a shit ton of hate, like, oh my god, this is the worst game ever. I actually enjoyed it. I mean, it's kind of has the goofiest fucking enemies in the game. You have this goofy fucking vegetable plant. Fucking dragon, this fucking cyborg doofus. This winged guy. It's pretty cool. I recommend a play of that. Mortal Kombat 3, it's Mortal Kombat 3. Virtual Racing, this game is awesome. It's very sad that this is the only game that used the SVP chip, which There might be another game to use the SVP chip that isn't advertised. I can't remember. If you guys know, leave a comment and let me know. But I love the hell out of this game. This is a solid port. I actually enjoy this a lot better than 32X, but the Virtual Racing Deluxe version. I think this one's a lot easier to play. And we got Cool Spot. This game is so much fun. I love playing this in the summertime. Always gets me in a summery mood. And always gets me to drink some 7-Up. It's pretty cool. Solid platform. It gets very hard towards later on in the levels, but in the beginning it's not too bad. Jurassic Park. This game is freaking awesome. I love the hell out of this game. My cousin had this and we just played hours and upon hours on this game. I never actually beat this game without using cheats, but maybe one of these days I'll pop it in and give it a go. And we got Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, what can I say? It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Not for resale. Yep. NHL 96. Apparently, it's the best sports simulation ever. So, that's a thing. And the puck stops here. Even though we have NHL fucking 16. Hard Driving. This is a pretty cool game. It's like a first-person-ish view, racing-ish, like simulating type of game. It's pretty fun. The controls are a little wonky at times, but I like how you can go in the loop-de-loops. That just defies physics right there. Original Mortal Kombat. This game is awesome. Still holds up to this day. I enjoyed popping this in and playing it from time to time. Obviously with the blood code enabled. I mean, come on now. Then we got Bubsy. Yeah, Bubsy. Disney's Aladdin. An awesome game. Very hard. Very difficult. Like later on during the levels, but still a solid game. Then we got Out of This World. This game is pretty fun. It's like I think the predecessor, not to Flashback. I don't think they're the stories line up, but still like the same whole platformy, puzzle-ish type of game. Very cool game. We got the 6-pack. I mean, what can I say? There's 6 awesome Genesis games packed into one sexy box. Definitely recommended. There's all solid titles on that. Bart versus the Space Mutants. Yeah, this game's still fucking hard, even on a Genesis. Can never get anywhere past like level 1 or whatever. Shit's starting to fall over. X-Men. Very short game, but it's a pretty cool one. The controls are very wonky in this. That's the thing that sucks. And the collision detection sucks. They're my main gripes about it. And I think, if I remember correctly, the enemies respawn. I can't remember yeah, it's okay. Ghostbusters. I have yet to play this game for whatever reason, but I hear this is a solid port of the game. I mean, come on, it can't be as bad as the Nintendo version, right? Then we got Golden Axe 2. This game's pretty fun. I mean, I don't think it's as good as the original, but either way, it's still a solid title. Afterburner 2. It's okay, I think. It's Afterburner. What the fuck do you want me to say? Space Harrier 2. This is an awesome game. Actually, this is the only Space Harrier 2. This is like, I guess, a Genesis exclusive. I don't know where you can play Space Harrier 2 anywhere else. Maybe on like some compilation disc that I'm unaware, but from what I remember, yeah, this is like the only way you can play it. And some dumbass cut the UPC label off. So there's that. We have Vector Man 2. I could never beat this game. I thought this one was pretty challenging. But yeah, just Vector Man 2. And don't worry, the sticker's not on the box. It's a plastic inside the protective box cover. Then my favorite brawler. Streets of Rage 2. I guess, yeah, beat 'em up, brawler. Same fucking thing, I guess. Streets of Rage 2, an awesome game. Highly recommended. Definitely, like, I don't know, pause the video and go buy it. Next we got Beast Ball, which this was like a limited game. They were selling on Atari Age. As you can see, mine's 27. And this game's pretty weird. It's like, kind of like a Mutant League-ish game, but it's baseball with like Vikings. It's pretty cool. And the same thing, the same people that did that Beast Ball did Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat for Genesis. This is actually a pretty good port. This was limited too. But actually I was upset because now this actually isn't limited, which kind of pissed me off. This one I believe still is. I don't think you can get this as a repro anywhere. I thought they had labels for which one this was. I'm wasting time. And we got Ghouls and Ghosts. Awesome Sega Genesis game. But this is actually pretty similar to the Turbo Graphic 16. What is it? Shit, I can't remember that system. The Turbo the one system. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart right now. Anyway, it's similar to that, and it's awesome. Fucking hard, but awesome. I'll put an annotation somewhere. How's that? We got Haunting starring Poltergeist. This game is really fun. You basically like haunt like this entire family, and they go to different houses. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. There's some stuff like was kind of like iffy, I guess. Like, I mean, yeah, it's MA13, but some of like the gore is like, that might be a little borderline onto the MA17 title. Oh well, it's not my decision. ToeJam and Earl in Panic on Funkatron. This is an okay game. I'm not really into the ToeJam and Earl games that much, but I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll get around to giving that a shot. Next we have Comic Zone. I used to have this on PC when I first got my very first computer, and I played the hell out of this game. I sucked at it. I could only get to like level 2, and I probably can't even beat the first level, but this game's actually going up in price like crazy. As you can see, I paid $11.99. That wasn't too long ago. And yeah, I don't know why. People are just nuts. That's all it is. That's my theory behind it. Nuts. Then we have the original ToeJam and Earl. Jammin'. Yeah, I think this game I enjoyed a lot more than Panic on Funkatron from when I played it. I don't know. I should give the game a try. Then we got Blockout. This game is pretty cool. It's kind of like 3D Tetris wireframe type of game. I used to play this game on the Tandy 1000 back in the day. This game is a solid title. It's a little confusing with the whole 3D aspect of it. This is like my favorite Pac-Man game. PacMan Mania on the Sega Genesis. I would like to pick up the Nintendo version, but this game's pretty solid. The soundtrack's awesome. It's so awesome that you can jump over the ghosts in this. It's so cool to see them like looking up as you're jumping over them. Thought that was kind of silly. But yeah, this is a solid title. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I never actually beat it though. But one of these days I'll get around to playing it and actually beating it. Sports Talk Football 93, starring Joe Montana and all 28 NFL teams. Woo! Trying to say that 10 times fast. So yeah, there's that. Nothing to write home about, because I'm already home. We got MTV's Beavis and Butthead. This game's pretty fun. My friend Jay and I ended up beating this like a few years back. It's enjoyable. The controls are a little wonky. That's probably like the only negative thing I can say off the top of my head. And then we got CyberCop, which is actually the very first first-person shooter. This originally came out on the Amiga, I believe, in like 1991. So from all you people that, oh no, Wolfenstein 3D was the first one to start the first-person shooter genre. No, CyberCop. Not this particular. It might actually be this one. This came out in like 1992. So I don't know. It's like very basic. It's very hard and confusing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in it. I actually traded my original copy I had back in the day, but since I've been collecting, I was like, oh man, I want to try this game out again. And I picked this up on eBay. This is hard to find, like in decent condition, like complete in box. Like when I was looking for this on eBay, all I could find were like loose cards, and they were all damaged. I was like, I don't want that shit. Who the hell wants that? I'm a collector. Come on now. We got Madden 95. It's like weighs 400 pounds. Troy Aikman football. Whatever. There's that. World Series baseball. Game's actually pretty cool. Then we got Bill's Tomato Game. This game is awesome. This was another limited game to come out for the Genesis. It's like a repro. As you can see, mine was 57. It's pretty cool. It's like a platformer-ish type puzzle game. It's actually really ingenious, and I enjoy it. I never beat it. I got pretty far. There's a shit ton of levels in here. I think there's like 4 million? I don't know. That's probably a slight exaggeration. But anyway, moving on. Megaman, a pick and flick adventure. This game is actually really fun. Oh my god, I played the hell out of this back in the day. And surprisingly, the Super Nintendo version goes for like buco bucks. But I got the Genesis one because I have the most nostalgia with it. And it's awesome. Next up, we got Tasmania, which this game's pretty cool. I have no idea what the hell to do. I don't think I even can beat the first level. That's how much knowledge I know how to play that game. Then we got Home Alone, which is actually the best version of Home Alone. This game is awesome. I always and I always enjoyed playing this in December. It always gets me in a Christmassy type mood. But definitely a cool game, going down, setting up booby traps and whatnot, making sure all the houses in the neighborhood don't get robbed. Then we got Altered Beast. That's it. Fatal Fury! This game's alright. It kind of seems like a watered down version of it. I mean, it's Genesis, so still a cool game to play. Asterix and the Great Rescue. He was covering it. I never played this game. It looks like a platformer-ish type game. I don't know. Grab the rest of this stuff. More loose games. Urban Strike. Desert Strike. We got a Gold Game Genie. And we got Blades of Vengeance, which this is an awesome game. I used to play the hell out of it. My cousins... Sorry for reaching over there. My cousins had it, and we used to play the hell out of that game. It's such an amazing game. Next, we got Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing. I don't know what the deal with this game is, but it's alright, I guess. Prince of Persia. This game's pretty fun. I used to have this back in the day, like the cardboard version of it, till I ended up trading it, because I never played it. But this game's pretty tough. The controls take some time to get used to. Then we got Hook. I still haven't played this game. Fuck. That's another one on the backlog list. Last Battle. This game's kind of weird. It's nothing to write home about. Maximum Carnage. This game is awesome. Is this? Yep, it's the red cartridge. This game is fun. Definitely pick it up. It's actually an LGN type of game. Now, getting on to my flight simulator games that I said that sucked. Yeah, here they are. We got F-117 Nightstorm. I have no idea what the fuck to do in this game. Strike without warning. Maybe you play the game without warning, knowing what the fuck to do in the game. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell to do in the game. The graphics look pretty decent. They're pretty cool for Genesis. And this one, oh my god. Fucking MiG-29 fighter pilot. This one, I can't even get off the fucking landing pad. Oh my god, it's so comical. I start going in and boom, I just crash and blow up. Yeah, that's how you fly a jet plane. Deadly moves. This game sucks. X-Mutants. I think this is an okay game. I haven't even got around to playing this yet. Looks like X-Men-ish wannabe type of game. Oh god, Bill Walsh college football. You know what you can do with these fucking sports games? They're so goddamn heavy you can start lifting them. Just duct tape them all together and put them on barbells, start lifting. There you go, makes better use out of it. RBI Baseball 4. For what? It's okay, I guess. I don't know. Columns 3. I actually played this game. It's actually pretty solid. Not too bad of a game. I don't know how it's different from Columns 1, and I never even heard of Columns 2. Duke Nukem 3D. This game's hard as shit. I can't even get past the beginning of the level from my Let's Play I did. Was it this year I did that Let's Play? Yeah, check out the Let's Play I did of this. I can't even get past the first part of the game. Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. It's a cool game. It has a good continuation of the story. Young Indiana Jones and Instruments of Chaos on Young Indiana Jones. This game sucks. The controls are bad, and it's weird. I used to love this game back in the day, and then I went back and played it again. Like, what the fuck was I on? I thought that game was actually enjoyable. I would start with the two Mega Drive games. We got Bloodshot. This is another first-person shooter for the system. This game's actually really fun. It's really hard. You're basically in a space station, I think. And you have to, there's bombs that are detonating. You have, it's, timed. It's very nerve-wracking. I only made it to, level 3. Then we got Alien Storm. This game, I love this game. This is an awesome beat-em-up-ish type of game. I say ish because you have the little shooting. Is that the little shooting sections in the game? Still a solid title. I actually beat this, I think, a couple years ago. We got Wolfenstein 3D. This is an awesome port of Wolfenstein 3D. The only downfall is it's just episode 1 for the PC, so this is basically the shareware PC version of the game, but it is amazing. I'm still shocked holding this, how amazing this game is. And I just beat it not too long ago. Megaman: The Wily Wars. An awesome compilation games. You have Megaman 1, 2, and 3 on here. And it's actually pretty solid. I'm gonna give it that. Definitely pick it up. You can get this really cheap on AliExpress. Then we got Marble Madness. This game's pretty cool. I mean, it's basically the Nintendo version, except the soundtrack sucks. So just play it on mute and, I don't know, blast Slayer or something. I don't know. Fireship Paladin. This is a hell of a bullet hell shooter. It's so hard. I can't even get past the second level with save states. Then we got Beyond Zero Tolerance. This is like supposed to be Zero Tolerance 2 that was never released. It has bugs, and it's not fully complete, but it's still fun to play. Then we got Blow 'Em Out. I never played this game and still new. Then we got Fix It Felix Jr. The last game, last game, Fix It Felix Jr. for the Genesis. Highly recommended. You can get this cheap on AliExpress. And I even got this cheap at MagFest this year. So that is it. Let me move over. Jesus. So that is it, guys. Wow, 40 minutes. Sweet. I was hoping to not go over an hour going through all those games. So, there you go, Nathan. There's my Sega Genesis collection. And if anyone else has any suggestions, let me know. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. And till next time, this is MT Shark 7 signing out. Have a good night.